Walking tour of Paradisus in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Welcome back, guys, to my channel. And I had the pleasure of going to Paradisus in Playa del Carmen, this kid-friendly, all-inclusive resort, and I had a great time. So this is one of my most requested videos that I started doing for every resort that I went to, and that was a full walkthrough tour, so that way you guys can kind of know where everything is before you even get to the resort. So I always start at the main entrance, and here in Paradisus we're going to the left, and that is where we will also end. So that way we go into a 360 kind of tour, so that way you guys can kind of get a feel of where everything is around the entire resort. So to the left is where you would come and you would check in. The check-in process was absolutely seamless. The grounds are absolutely beautiful. This is definitely a luxury resort for sure. And this was my favorite thing. They had little snacks here in the check-in area, which I found very, very nice, and a bar and something to keep the kids entertained while you're checking in and or waiting for your room. So I absolutely love that, and it was just a great little sitting area too. Even if you weren't just checking in, I kind of would come in here and just grab a drink real quick or a little snack if it was kind of midday in between lunch and dinner. So we are going to continue now onto the left side. This is a circle, the main area here. So I am going to kind of be going into a 360. This now is the middle area of both sides, just so you guys know exactly where we are kind of coming from or where we are going. But for the left and the right side, it does bring you into two different areas. So that is definitely why I wanted to do this, because the left side brings you to something totally different, and then the right side also brings you to something different. So on to the left side, this is now going to take us to some of the shops that are here. And if you guys forgot something at home, there is stuff in this shop. They don't have SD cards. That's something a little random, but I had needed another SD card because obviously I'm filming for you guys. And that was one thing that they did not have, just an FYI. But they did have regular convenience store. They did have a kids store as well. And then on this left side is actually where you will also find another sitting area, and then also where you will find access to that middle area that I was speaking about, and your rooms and the pool. So the left side is where you will be checking in, and it also has just some of the necessity things that you would need. And then again, how you would access your rooms, and then the main center where the pools are. So that is right here. You will see the entrance now. And also, you can see that there is a gentleman here sitting at the desk. So we did pass by another one also that was at a desk. And here is where you can come and book any excursions if needed, as well as ATMs and another store. That one is more for souvenirs, but it also does have necessities if you guys needed it in there as well. So that is definitely super helpful. When I'm packing, I'm always super stressed. I kind of forget that they have stuff at other countries that I could just purchase if needed. So it was definitely nice. Obviously the prices are pretty high, but it's not something to worry about. So now we are going to be starting back at the main entrance, but we are going to be going towards the right side now. So this right side, and make sure you're staying all the way until the end, because there is key information that you guys are going to need. And I'm going to be showing you exactly where to book your specialty dining reservations. So on this side here, there is a sports bar to the right and a lounge It's not just a full sports bar, so you could still go in there with the kids, but it is a lounge area. And they do have chairs and tables all throughout the resort, which I did like, so that way you guys can just kind of hang out, and I was lounging around as well, which was nice. So here on this side is again where you would be able to book some of those excursions and find out any information that you would need in regards to the resort. Now, right here to the right, where you will see where it says the dining experience, the culinary experience, excuse me, there is where you are going to make your reservations for the specialty dining. And the right hand side is where all of the specialty restaurants are. So here is where you will find the Italian restaurant, it's where you will find the hibachi, it's where you will find the buffet. Everything is on the right hand side. A big mistake I kind of made was not booking my dining reservations as soon as I got to the resort, or trying to book it before I even got to the resort, so a lot of stuff was already booked. So my recommendation is, from the minute you get to the resort, go to the culinary experience to the right side and make your reservations for your entire stay. Or if you can get a hold of someone, it was a little difficult for me to get a hold of someone to make the reservation, but if you can get a hold of someone prior to your arrival, I would absolutely do that. Unfortunately, I didn't feel the buffet was as great as other resorts. I do have a full food video. I will link that in the cards on this video, so you guys can take a look at that. I do give kind of an honest review about the food at the Paradisus, so that is another video for you guys. I also have a video about the swim up suites, so you can take a look at all of those videos once you're done with the tour video. So right now I just continued straight on from where we were on the right side, and this brings us to this beautiful area, which at night it's all lit up. They have so many cute little lounges and stuff for you to sit so you can relax. So now we can go to the left or to the right. We are going to go to the right so I can show you that there is beach access here. Once we're finished with the beach access, we are going to backtrack to which would have been the left-hand side. So that way you guys can maybe kind of piece it together if it's a little bit more helpful for you that way, if I explain it better that way. So the beach itself, I do want to say that every day it was different. Some days there was seaweed, some days there wasn't, but the beach itself was beautiful. It had showers, it was fully equipped with towels, and they also had a bar and waiter service. So the beach area, regardless of how the ocean was, again, every day it was different, but the actual beach itself was still great to go and just relax, get the breeze and everything else. The biggest thing I want to say is paying attention to the flags on the beach. Last year, unfortunately, something happened when I was at another resort and the flag was red, and you should not be swimming if the flag is red. Just an FYI. So now we backtracked and we are going now towards what would have been the left of that area that I was telling you as we were going, toward the right. So now this is going to bring us to basically the main area of the Paradisus, meaning the swimming areas and the rooms, the swim outs, bars, restaurants, everything. So here is one secluded, nice area that does have a pool. I was walking early morning, so there was really no one here, but it does get packed out. As you can see, there are showers, which I really liked. You'll see these kind of like blue little boxes all throughout the resort, and those are the showers. So going through that other walkway, now we are at a second pool area. And this is, I would say, the one we just saw was small. This one's medium and it gets larger. This one was nice. It does have a swim up bar there. And then right behind the swim up bar is a restaurant, which they had for breakfast and lunch. And it was buffet style. It was always full. And the food was definitely good in this section. And then to the right is a building where there is a lot of other rooms there as well. So I did like that everything was kind of together. It was confined, so you don't have to be in that, you know, main lobby area to go and get food. If you're at your room, you could just come right outside, you know, from your room over here, and there is somewhere to eat for this section. We are now going to be walking into the largest section, or the main section, and this has a bunch of pools, stuff for the kids, and another restaurant. So this resort was definitely big enough for you guys to find a lot of stuff to do, but also had areas that were a little bit more secluded if you just wanted some quiet time. I was not traveling with children, so it was nice for me to kind of just go and be by myself if I didn't want to be in the main family area. So for the video, what I'm going to do is actually hook a right, and we are going to go directly to what a lot of the kids are always, you know, asking for this video, or I would say the parents for the children, and that is the water park that they also have on the grounds. You will see that as soon as you pull into the resort. It is right on the left-hand side. It is called Aqua Zone. Now there is operating hours, but they still open up pretty early, and they close, oh, I would say around, if I remember correctly, it was around 6 p.m., which I think was a really good time. They also had snacks and stuff there for the kids as well, and drinks. So I thought that was nice. It's not like, you know, you just went there and that was it. And, you know, if your kids wanted anything, you had to come back. It was fully equipped with food, drinks, and food and bathrooms, showers if you needed. So you would go to the right, you would go over that little bridge, and then again you would continue to the right, and that is where and how you would get to the Aqua Zone. Now this is behind the buildings, and again towards the front of the resort. And then once we are done here, we are going to kind of make a U-turn, backtrack, so then we could go through that whole full main area, and we're going to end up right kind of where we started. So again, you guys can get that 360 feel of where you would need to go from start to finish on this resort. Now, I do feel that during my stay, there was nothing that I was really missing. They had everything that was needed, and everyone looked like they were having such a great time. I really enjoyed myself and definitely had things, you know, for the kids. I do have another video. It is shorter than this walking tour, which gives more of an honest review about the resort, but I still really enjoyed myself. There was only a few things that I was looking for, I guess you would say, for the resort itself, but overall, it's an absolutely beautiful resort, and during the day especially, they do have a lot of stuff to keep the kids busy, entertained, well fed, and you know, just having a really good time. Nighttime, it was a little bit different. I do have a full video about the nighttime entertainment and everything else. Again, just look out for my Paradisus videos because I do have quite a few. Here is that other eating area that I had mentioned prior, and this is where you will come and get lunch if you are sitting in this main pool area. So we just continued straight through that restaurant, and now we are going to the other side of where we were at for that bridge to get to the Aqua Zone. And this is going to bring us to exactly that starting point when we had started at the main lobby onto the left-hand side. And I hope you really enjoyed the video. I hope it's going to be helpful for you, so you can kind of piece together things that would be helpful for you and your family during your stay at the Paradisus in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel as I have so much content coming out. And again, make sure you're looking out for those other videos of the Paradisus in Playa del Carmen. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.